Has Critical Role gone anti-God? Plus, a major lawsuit threatens this year's biggest trading card game release.
Just got real!
Welcome to Fantasy News Friday, our weekly look back at all the news stories not quite big enough for their own video. Today, we're talking about the latest Critical Role episode, the shocking return of Heroscape, and the Ravensburger Upper Deck lawsuit. Now, if you don't like spoilers about Critical Role, please click away now. Now, on to the news.
Today's show begins now.
Public opinion about the gods of Exandria have seemingly reached an all-time low, as Team Issylra not only wiped out a group of judicators who are tasked with protecting the gods, but also literally killed an angel. Now, to be fair, the angel was summoned by the judicators to help in this big knockdown, drag-out fight that occurred during the episode, but the party also summoned a, demon to help kill off that angel, which kind of feels like a line has been crossed. Now, the village elder that they were helping out even pointed out that the gods seemed to impose a twisted morality that was meant to control their followers rather than provide actual guidance. So it seems like one half of Bell's Hells is firmly turning anti-god, which could set up some conflict down the road when all of Bell's Hells finally reunites.
You're like an angel with no wings.
So like a person.
In the biggest bit of tabletop news this week, Upper Deck Entertainment announced that they were suing Ravensburger and designer Ryan Miller over Disney Lorcana. Upper Deck claims that Ravensburger encouraged Miller to break an employment contract with Upper Deck and use design work for an unannounced card game called Rush of Ichor in Disney Lorcana. Now, we'll note that Upper Deck released a press release on social media announcing the lawsuit, and when we spoke to an official Ravensburger spokesperson, they claimed they hadn't been notified of a filing. Since then, the filing for the lawsuit has been posted to the Superior Court of California, San Diego, so it's real. Now, the big question is whether the judge in this lawsuit will grant Upper Deck's request for a preliminary injunction to prevent Ravensburger from selling Lorcana starting in August. The first conference for the lawsuit was scheduled for November, which is well after Lorcana's launch date. Obviously, this is going to be a time-sensitive lawsuit, so expect things to move fast.
Because I thought we had a problem for a minute there, huh?
Heroscape is coming back. For real this time. Renegade Game Studios announced that they were finalizing a deal with Hasbro to bring back Heroescape, with plans to relaunch the game with a World Championship tournament and organized play support. You'll recall that Hasbro attempted to resurrect the game last year, but scrapped those plans after failing to get enough pre-orders via a HasLab crowdfunding campaign to kind of justify this new print run. Now, to be blunt, we're not quite sure how Renegade can bring back Heroescape when Hasbro decided that the game wasn't really profitable for them, but we're not going to complain one bit. Heroescape seems like a really fun game, and we're really interested to see what Renegade has to offer.
Heroescape.
The Witcher tabletop RPG isn't dead. That's kind of a weird announcement, but Altalsorian Games confirmed that they still had plans for the Witcher RPG, despite being really quiet about the game's future. The publisher explained in a blog post that they were trying to keep in step with CD Projekt Red's plans for the franchise, which had changed recently due to, all the multiple Witcher projects that have been announced over the past few months. Still, Altalsorian hopes to have something announced around Gen Con.
Is that so?
While not directly tied to the tabletop industry, many tabletop RPG subreddits are going dark next week to protest proposed changes to Reddit's API access. Reddit basically wants to charge for its API, similar to what Twitter did this year, and that would probably basically kill off just about every third-party program and app used by Redditors in the process. Now, Reddit is one of the go-to sources for news for many folks, ourselves included, so this will definitely make an impact next week on how people get their news.
An urgent and horrifying news story.
Finally, Icon has released its next playtest, which is basically the final draft before it officially goes on sale. Icon was made by Tom Bloom, better known as Abaddon, who is best known as the co-creator of Lancer and the maker of the epic webcomic Kill 6 Billion Demons, which is fantastic. One of my favorite webcomics. Go and check it out. Icon is inspired by games like Shadow of the Colossus, Dragon's Dogma, and of course Legend of Zelda, and the general vibe of the work of Studio Ghibli and the comics artist Mobius. It's this epic fantasy RPG with deep tactical combat and a narrative fiction system as well. At first glance, it looks amazing, so you should probably check it out. It's free to download right now, so there's really nothing stopping you.
For free! For free!
What was your favorite news story of the week? Do you think that this Lorcana Ravensburger lawsuit is a big deal? Let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.